Hello and welcome to another video by Mixer267. Today I'm going to talk about water fasting. I will talk about what it is, why I want to do it, the results I expect, how it works in practice, both psychologically and physiologically. I will talk about the risks associated, and I will also touch upon detoxification, hereafter called detox, and what will happen after. Now, what is water fasting? Well, as the name implies, you're fasting and you're only consuming water. Now, depending on how hardcore you are, you can leave out minerals and vitamins as well, but I will touch upon that later in the video. Now, why me? Well, simply, I am fat. I weigh 220 pounds or 100 kilos, and that is simply too much for my lean body mass. So my goal is to get my weight down at least 20 pounds to under 200 pounds or 95 kilograms. Secondary use is for a detox, but that is really only just secondary to the weight loss. And I will touch upon the subject of detox a little bit later in the video. As for results, I expect to lose about 1 pound a day initially for at least the first 10 pounds, and then probably another 15 days for the remaining 10 pounds. This is because my body will get closer to the optimum fat range and thus be more reluctant to burn those last few pounds. How does it actually work? Well, when you only drink water and you do not consume any calories, your body will try to burn the energy from the liver, which is stored in the form of glycogen. And this is perfectly normal. You do this every night when you sleep, since you're not eating for about 8 hours. However, after you wake up, you usually eat your breakfast and everything is back to normal again. However, when you're on a diet and you're fasting, then you're not replenishing those glycogen storages, which means that your body starts something called lipolysis, producing fatty acids and ketones. It is those ketones which give name to the process that your body is in, which is called ketosis. The ketosis basically means that your brain is using ketones as fuel instead of glycogen. Now, the ketosis produces both fatty acids and ketones, but the fatty acids cannot pass the blood-brain barrier, so they are actually not that important when it comes to this. Now, psychologically, a lot of things happen. You are going to have huge food cravings. You are going to become a lot more aware of the food around you. At least that happened to me when I did my last VLCD diet, which can be described as a very low calorie diet. Basically eating 700 calories a day compared to the, for me, normal 2,500. Also, you will be tempted constantly by food, by people who want to offer you, people who go out to parties, liquid calories in the form of Coca-Cola, alcohol, and whatnot. So that is going to be pretty hard to resist. But once you come into a process of ketosis, it's going to be a lot easier because the hunger is going to stop, at least the physical hunger, and you can have a lot more energy, and, well, basically life is going to be a lot better. What's going to happen the first few days of fast is that you're probably going to have headaches, and you're going to feel really slow, and you probably just want to lie on the couch and do nothing. This is perfectly normal because the body is trying to conserve energy in order to be able to use as little energy as possible until it expects to get some more food. Now, on the topic of losing energy, we will go into the risks of a ketogenic diet, as this is called. There are two pronounced risks. One is you going too far. Basically, when you lose too much mass and you go into unhealthy territory. If you go below a body fat percentage of 7 for males and 10 for females, you are definitely not doing yourself a favor, because that means your body will use muscle as its primary energy source, which is, quite frankly, just idiotic. But there is no risk if you use common sense, because a normal body is about between 20 for males and 25 for females percentage of fat. So if you get yourself down to 15 for males and 20 for females, you will be clear of any trouble. Second thing is a process called ketoacidosis. This is not to be confused with ketosis, which is a good process, as I said before. Now, ketoacidosis basically occurs for two reasons. One, if you have untreated diabetes 1. And secondly, when you're binge drinking. Both cases basically lead to that your blood becomes way too acidic and does damage to the body. Now, I said I was going to talk a little bit about detox as well. Now, I'm a very scientific guy, so I like to have facts before I decide on something. And I couldn't find any medically relevant facts on detox. I mean, yes, there are toxins stored in the fat cells which are released, but not as much and not in the way that many of the fitness gurus and experts, most of them without medical degrees and only personal experience, claim that it happens. Which is also the reason of why I'm going to use minerals as well and vitamins, because some people say you shouldn't do that on a cleanse because it screws it up, but to me, I'm not going to risk my health by not having any minerals and vitamins in me. So I'm going to screw that advice and go ahead and take them anyway. So what's going to happen after? Well, many people use this as a start into a healthier life, which I'm certainly going to do as well, but I'm probably going to do it a bit differently than most other people, because while most people start a vegetarian, even vegan diet, I'm going to continue eating meat, I'm going to continue eating these partially processed food, and basically have a fun life. And I'm definitely going to continue drinking alcohol. The reason I'm doing this is that, for me personally, life is supposed to be fun. And living without fat, living without alcohol, living without meat is not fun. So that is why I am definitely going to continue using those and eating those things and just enjoy life, basically. Just a little bit on the light side. Now, if you have any questions or suggestions or want to post a video response, you can do that in the underbar, which is down here. And any comment or suggestion is appreciated, and I hope that we will see each other soon, because I plan on doing a daily update on how it's going to hold myself accountable, and then probably do a longer video every 3 or 4 days to give a more detailed progress report. So until next time, take care and have fun. This is Mixa 267.